Welcome guys to a day in the life of a detailer. So starting off the morning, we have our morning coffee, 5:30, we woke up, got on the computer, make sure we can see our schedule, pull up to the water station, make sure both of our buckets are filled with fresh, pure water and our water tank is all filled up ready for the day. Our first job is down in Brighton, so a 45-minute drive for us, let's go. Turning up to Brighton, we had this Mini Cooper S in for a standard stylish detail with its roof to be cleaned. It was a bit grotty, no gardeners were here, so we did the job. Just starting off the wheels, giving our wheel cleaner and putting a iron fallout because these wheels had a large amount of brake dust on them, giving that perfect pre-clean before we start with any contact on the vehicle. Carrying on with that, we get our pre-wash in our snow foam lance and apply it to the whole vehicle so we can leave that to dwell while we give the roof a scrub. The dwelling of the snow foam is usually about 5 minutes in the snow foam. As you can see, it will fall down the vehicle as it grips up the dirt. Let's leave that snow foam to dwell and crack on with the roof. Getting into all the little gaps and giving it a good scrub is definitely needed, as this seemed like it had been sat under a tree. The owner was very pleased with the results, but obviously you'll see the results at the end of these clips. Time to give it a rinse, get all that snow foam off and all the excess dirt off. Moving on from the body and the roof, we came down to the wheels where the pre-wash and the wheel cleaner had worked an absolute treat, getting these wheels near enough spotless before we even touched them. All of the products we will be using will be linked in the description below. So moving on to the wheels, where we start off with the barrels of the wheels using our EZ Detail barrel brush. This is a brilliant tool to have, not a cheap one, but definitely worth having. Moving on the face of the wheels, we use our Fibre King SK Korean Red wash mitt, which we use the red ones for the wheels and the black ones for the body, just to give us a difference on what is to be used on what. Once we've gone through the wheels with the wash mitt, we get our little brush to go into all the little gaps that we wouldn't be able to get with a wash mitt. Just means that the wheels come out spotless every time. Once we've finished with the faces of the wheels, we use this arch brush from Valet It to do all of the arches, the inner arches. When doing this, you need to be careful because this can cause damage if you don't do it correctly. Once we've completed that step, we move on to the last step, which is scrubbing those tyres, making sure all the dirt is removed from the tyres before giving it a good spray off. Moving on swiftly to snow foam in the vehicle. We use a snow foam as a lubrication so we don't have to put so much shampoo in our buckets. The 2-bucket method is dead now. We've got grit guards inside of our buckets to stop any grit from going from the mitt to the car. We're able to scrape that off into the bucket and then that becomes our rinse. Working our way from the top to the bottom of the vehicle, we carefully go around each panel, going panel by panel, to make sure that all the dirt is removed. My question to you guys is, how do you wash your vehicle? Comment below. Once the main part of the body has been washed, we go into the intricate areas with our detailing brushes to make sure that all dirt in the smaller places is removed as well. Once this step has been complete, we can give the whole vehicle a rinse, ready for a sealant, which is standard with all of our details. It's a 3-month spray-on sealant once applied. Some of you may be wondering how come we are doing this in a public car park. So, this customer had no access to power or water, so that's why they came and got in contact with us. They were unhappy with their vehicle, so they contacted us and we said, don't you worry, we can do it wherever, whenever. We have a water tank on the van with 250 litres of spotless water and a generator that can run all things in the van, from the jet wash all the way to a steamer. Right, so time to add some beads to this vehicle. This is our Synergy Boost, which we use as our sealant. Just helps, 1, dry the vehicle, and 2, give the customer a better gloss level. Once the whole vehicle has been washed and has been rinsed, it's time for the drying stage. Now, with the drying stage, what do we use for our drying towel? We use our Fibre King Oasis Twist Towel, I believe it is called, which I have fell in love with ever since I bought one. I've used many of towels, but this one beats them all. So, with the vehicle now being dried off, we can show you guys some lovely cinematic clips. All tidied up. Right, onto one of our maintenance customers. This is our 7-year ceramic coated wrapped Chelsea Trucks V8 Defender. Yes, this is a mouthful. Here you can see us setting up, ready to give it a good wash as he's just come back from holiday. So starting off the wheels, as always, this has got Cairn wheels on it, which do look absolutely stunning on this vehicle. When doing a wrapped vehicle, we have to be so careful with getting any products near certain parts of the vehicle, especially being matte wrapped. So with this, we use a pH neutral snow foam as the pre-wash. Sadly, we can't use any citrus because it can damage the wrap, even though it's got a ceramic coating on it. So from start to finish, you'll be able to see how gorgeous this car is. Cinematic clips throughout. So what do you guys think about this V8 Defender? Would you have this as your Defender, or would you go with some other colour or kit? As you can see from this video, even rinsing off this pre-washed snow foam, you can see how much it beads up even on the glass. So moving on to the easiest wheels, in my opinion, to ever clean. With lovely big barrels, loads of space, no problem to get in there at all. Being a 4x4 off-roading car, obviously, the arches are dirty, so we do have to give them a good scrub. But this vehicle has been with us ever since he bought it, and he would never go anywhere else based on how happy he is with our details. So obviously the same process applies with these wheels, is carefully taking care of each part of the wheel, making sure that no dirt is left on the wheel. It's all agitated by little brushes, all of our mitts, etc. So then when we rinse it off, it will come off the wheel and not stay on. Finishing off those wheels, giving those tyres a scrub, ready to give a rinse so they're all fresh. We leave a sealant on these wheels every time just to make sure that they stay as fresh as possible. Our sealant of choice is the Express sealant from Infinity Wax. That will be linked in the description below. This is in our IK sprayer, non-dilutable product, and it looks absolutely beautiful on these wheels. As you can see, water just doesn't even stick to the wheels anymore. Now moving on to the body of the car, we're using our black SK microfiber mitt from Fibre King, which looks absolutely lovely. The foam doesn't even want to stick to the vehicle, as you can see running down the glass. Now, does a ceramic coating actually work, and what does it do for your vehicle? So to answer your question, yes, it does actually work. This customer has been very happy with his wrap and everything about the vehicle. He said it made the whole wrap pop a lot more. So this customer doesn't just have this V8 Defender as a ceramic coated car, he also has a Ferrari Testarossa and an Aston Martin V8 Volante Vantage. Both of these are garage kept and only driven really in the summer, but these need to be protected, ready for obviously those lovely summer months where it's driven hard, driven in a more dusty environment, so I can wash them for him and keep them maintained. He always has them washed even in the winter, just in case he does want to take them out. However, it doesn't just stop there. Both of these vehicles are absolutely sensational with gloss levels, and this is another thing that you need to consider when getting your car ceramic coated. Do you want gloss levels? If your answer is yes, give us a message. Details will be in the description below. So yet again you can see us getting out our Pure Oasis 900 GSM towel, giving this a dry. We have more than one of these towels. However, these towels last forever. I have 3 on the van at all times, which will last me a day, possibly even 2 days. If that's not good enough for you, what is? Here's the end of the Defender, Chelsea Trucks Co. V8 Defender. So if you've enjoyed this video, give us a like and a subscribe, and in the description below will be all the contact details.